Okay then. I'll let you use the items from my store for this training session. So let yourself go and don't worry about using items. You should take this now. Okay, we get more items. That's cool. Good, let's start testing how much you're in sync with Aurion. You can summon her for both ground and air combat. She'll respond with a button and a combo the same way your technique works. Make sure that she has enough AP before summoning her. Try summoning her on the ground and then in the air to use her healing technique. Alright, so... Yeah, that switches it. There we go. So that's healing. Ooh, that was tiring. You aren't used to it yet. Rest and get your breath back. Not bad, not bad. Aurion should be able to heal you during combat when you're short of healing items. That's good to know. They're here. His Aurion is strange. Is he paralyzed? Say hello to our prisoner. I dissected his Aurionic channels and his body no longer obeys him. Well, during the next training stage, you can let off some steam on him. He feels pain, but he can't die. Spiders train their progeny to kill by paralyzing their victims. Draw inspiration from nature to understand how to fight, and you could well master this type of technique. I won't hold myself back. You don't scare me. I was trained by the Rhino, and I'm not afraid of torture. This is the last lesson about the Kiro'O fighting style, so ask me anything you want, as it's the last time. Theory of the art of combat. Master the concept and the creative purpose behind the gestures, and you can create your own web, young spider. History of Kori-Odan. The Kori-Odan is an art practiced by very few people throughout the world. As you have no doubt observed yourself, the training is extremely difficult, and should be started at an early age. The creator of our martial art were inspired by spiders. Our flexible, bent position guarantees excellent evasive capabilities and good weight distribution for armed and unarmed hits. The most important factor to bear in mind is that spiders always paralyze their prey before eating it. Make use of penetrating hit to paralyze an opponent, and you'll be able to do what you want with them. Naturally. When you throw an opponent into the air, you can create a micro-fissure in their individual time and space. Use a charged hit or a penetrating aerial hit. Your opponent will appear to float in the air and is at your mercy. And finally, you must show integrity in your quest for the perfect web. Our hits form a web of combat options. Each hit can lead straight into another if you are creative enough. You'll know what you have woven when you have the sensation of complete liberty from your bonds. Be creative, be a fighter, and above all, be strategic. Achievement unlocked, Kori-Odan. I guess you can just kind of practice. Press back. What's back? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what back is. Okay, I guess it's select. Or oh, select is back. I never really noticed that. Well, I'm slow. Combine spells and techniques. The techniques used by Enzo and the majority of characters in-game are one of two types: spells and special hits. Techniques can either be performed on the ground or in the air. Some techniques take place simultaneously on both ground and air. There are 3 types of spell. Thrown projectiles, explosions of magic from the ground, and finally knockdowns. There are 2 types of special hit, simple and focused. You can go from the simple hit form to focused, but not the other way around. You can of course finish with an ultimate legacy. Spells can also be simple or focused. You can also use combinations starting with simple and scaling up to focused, and finishing off with an ultimate legacy. Spells of the same category, whether simple or focused, cancel out when they are cast by 2 opponents. You need at least 2 simple spells to cancel a focus spell. This works for all 3 spell types, projectile, explosion, and knockbacks. When an ultimate legacy spell is cast, no lower level spell can cancel it out unless the attacker has a fighting level that is clearly higher than the caster of the ultimate legacy. Which makes sense. Yeah, but I don't think she really has an attack spell right now. At least it doesn't seem so. Watch combo videos. In your mind, visualize pictures of what your instincts tell you. You can do it, then try it. Aerial pursuit. Learn how to take the fight in the air and pursue your enemy with the right timing. This is a key move in Kori-Odan. Okay. So you're probably going to have to get used to doing that, I would imagine. Multi-directional dodge. Get into the habit of moving all over the place when you dodge. Several battles will require you to be constantly in motion. Keep an eye on your stamina, too. Well, yeah, you probably don't want to be sitting still. There are definitely some pretty unique battle mechanics in this game. RTX. You do all kinds of different like aerial attacks and maneuvers, which is pretty cool. They definitely didn't just have some like generic battle system in this game. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, but this is definitely a good time to kind of practice stuff. Of course, moving around a lot like that takes a lot of your stamina. So, you definitely want to watch out for that. Charged hits. Combine both charged and penetrating hits so you don't give your opponent time to breathe. A spider always paralyzes their prey before they attack. Indeed they do. Alright. More combos. Avenger combo. There's a lot of stuff here. Get creative during a fight, young Kori-Odan. Combine everything that's in your head and you might just be able to weave a web of perfect combos. Charged combo. You can start with a quick combo and hold down the attack button to lash out with a charged hit. Doing so will break your enemy's guard and cause more damage. Recovery. Hold down the jump button when you get hit to recover when in the air or on the ground to gain some distance from the enemy. Okay. Kind of like in Tales games. I'm pretty much used to that kind of thing. Reset test subject to center. I think we're good. Alright, let's return to Figul then. Yeah, so this battle system, it's really intuitive. It's not as simple as you might think. Some of the stuff looks kind of complicated, but you'll probably get used to it with some experience. Now that you're outside Zama, you must learn how to heal your subs on your own. Kalu types. You'll need a Kalu to manage your inventory. It's able to materialize stored or collected items for you. Wish Kalu are able to materialize items. Wish Kalu are able to materialize items from the real world depending on what is needed or just randomly. Okay. Access the Kalu using the back select button or escape to access information about your current status or equipment. So now we're probably going to get to be able to go to the menu. When an information Kalu is open, it behaves like a holographic screen. The display can be controlled by rotating its cover. Some Kalus are for teleportation. The one I've given you has a GPS function. Teleportation Kalus, as the name suggests, can teleport people from one place to another. This kind of Kalu is bigger than the other Kalus, since you can climb on it to teleport. So I'm guessing that's going to be like fast travel kind of stuff. Yes. Here's the money I was able to scrounge from the palace. Most of it paid for the journey here. You receive 1,500 Yodas. Yep, that's your currency. Yodas. Go to the shop, and when you're ready, come back for our final lesson. The Kalu will show where the merchants in the area are by displaying an icon over them. Awesome. Shopping is always good for the morale. Let's go. Alright. Alrighty then. Achievement unlock Kalu opening. You get an achievement for opening the menu, basically. Wow. So here's the menu. I've been waiting for this. It's always important to see the menu. So we got status. You can look at your status. Looks like you can switch. Oh, okay. You can switch between the two. That's cool. You can kind of see their stats and such. For each hit, dealt, Enzo regains 2% of his Aurion points. Regeneration maybe 4% every 2.5 seconds. That's cool. 5% less consumption of AP. That's definitely nice. Looks like she doesn't have any skills right now. I guess those are like, the bottom left is her like elemental affinities and such. Oh, I got all kinds of progress and stuff. Charge Ultimate Legacy. Interesting. No skills. I don't have any skills either. What's up with that? Inventory. You can look at your items. Food. Treasures. No treasures or no story items. Gear. Yes, let's look at our gear. Heart of Zama. Ornate ceremony for the King of Zama's armor. I think like different gear gives you the different like aptitudes that you have, basically. Whoa, watch it. I'm not done looking at stuff. Bracelets. Zama's hand. King of Zama's ceremonial stone to give you those aptitudes. That's pretty sweet. Legs. March of Zama. King of Zama ceremonial stone that gives you charge AP up 3%. And blades. Ceremonial blade. Ceremonial Auronite for Ujasi. An Orionic phase with Enzo. Restores a small amount of AP with every hit. That's nice. So what does she have? Heart of Zama. Unawakened Auronite belonging to Aaron's suit. Zama bracelet. Depleted Auronite, which is part of the Queen of Zama's outfit. Pagni skirt. Queen of Zama. Basic Auronite belonging to Aaron's outfit. Alright. Aurions. Whoa. Honor. Root legacy of the line of the Kori-Odans, level 8. Interesting. You can move this around. I guess you get different Aurions to fill in these little holes. Looks like this is the only one we have right now. Infinite sweep. Oh, we have a different one. Infinite sweep. Swirling gust. Focused by Arithi. Ancestral Force, series of rapid attacks with Arithi, and Honor of the Kori-Odan. Concentrated energy of the Honor of the Kori-Odan. Alright, that's cool. Progress? What's progress? Spark of Anger? That's like the attack that we have. A basic fireball. Requirements level 1. Skills. Mobile shield enables Enzo to block while walking. Requirements level 7. Running shield enables Enzo to run while blocking. So I think, yeah, the ones with the little like lock thing by them means we've yet to unlock them. I guess we get that at level 25. That's pretty sweet. Aerial shield enables Enzo to block while in the air. Level 40, damn. Stamina charge. Enzo also regains stamina while recharging his AP. Supercharged ground attack. Enables you to throw opponents a long way by using a charged hit while on the ground and pressing forward or backwards. We'll get that at level 12, apparently. Supercharged air attack at level 35. Enables you to launch opponents at great distance with a forward hit while in the air. Okay. That's obviously a fire element. What about you? Aja's healing. Aaron creates a healing balm to heal Enzo. Looks like all of your stuff is magic combos. You learn at level 15, 25, and 40 respectively. Complicity. Is that like the strength of it? Enables Aaron to cast level 2, 3, and 4 spells on the field without leaving. Okay, so I guess that basically lets her do more spells and such. Alright, that's good to know. World map. I guess we already have a world map. So we're at Ka Asao, apparently. View Enzo. So this kind of shows where you are. Figu. Oh, interesting. You kind of look at the different areas of the place. That's kind of interesting. I like that. Looks like we have no objectives right now. So that's where we are right there. Alright. Okay, so that's like the continent we're on, I guess. We have over here. That place looks interesting. Kawanga, Kabawanga, Kaboja. Alright. That's pretty sweet. Steam. Oh, does this show the achievements? I suppose it does. Full Awakened Aurionic. Are these like achievements we've yet to get, or spoke to all the residents of Zama before the coronation? Did I get that? Yeah, I think I did get that one. Was there at Enzo and Aaron's wedding? Or are these all are these all the achievements that I don't think it just shows them all. I don't think it differentiates if you've gotten one or not. But I guess you can kind of look at them to see if there's any ones with special DLC. Is there any DLC for this game? Maybe there will be at some point. I don't know, but I don't know if there is now. Video gallery. Oh, you can kind of see the videos that you unlocked. That's cool. Info. What's info? Ooh, tutorials. I guess you can look at tutorials and stuff. That's cool. Emoja. Gears of Legend. What is this? Olinzi. Olinzi, Aretha, and Yudhisthira are Enzo's armor and weapons. Olinzi and Aretha were handed down from the kings of Zama. Yudhisthira is a gift from Yama Yod, Enzo's Jui. Olinzi includes spalders, a breastplate, a bracer, under armor, a belt with a scabbard for Usasiri, and finally 2 greaves. Olinzi is linked to Eurythi and to Urasiri via its scabbard. Olinzi was designed for the Kori-Odan's combat style, protecting the heart while allowing good freedom of movement and agility. The Kori-Odans had the unusual characteristic of having their heart slightly further to the right. Really? Interesting. Eurythi. Eurythi and Urasiri are able to materialize within a certain radius around Enzo whenever he wishes to use them, and due to the connection they have to Olinzi. Eurythi is the spear of the Kori-Odans. It is part of Enzo's armor and was forged from special Aurionic steel. It has been passed down from generation to generation in the royal family. It has a particularly dark history. Eurythi has a pure and non-modifiable Aurionite embedded in it, which captures Enzo's Aurion and transmits it to the steel of the entire weapon. Eurythi is composed of 2 main blades, as well as a moving secondary double blade, an Aurionite socket, and a handle. Aurionic steel is able to specially collect Aurionite vibrations, which gives it exceptional durability. Whenever Enzo so desires, Eurythi's secondary blades slide together to form a solid shield. Enzo can then perform rapid and effective blocking maneuvers. Buenor Yakuda. Aaron's outfit includes a pair of bracelets for casting spells, a pog skirt, which has an Aurionite embedded in it for health, and finally a halter for defense. These are the traditional accoutrements of the Queens of Zama. Aaron's halter also gives her the ability to levitate and perform astral projections during combat. Infinite astral projections allow Aaron to appear to have vanished when in combat. Aaron has the instinctive ability to control these astral projections because of her outfit. Yeah, so basically she's typically always in an infinite astral projection, which makes it look like she's not there, but she actually is. So that's pretty much how that works. Art and architecture. Clues or gourds which contain information or items. When the dialogue icon appears above Enzo, press the X button to interact with the clue. Some clues can only be used once, after which they dry up and die. Okay, clue types. Which clue are able to materialize items from the real world depending on what is needed or just randomly. When an information clue is open, it behaves like a... Okay, we've kind of read a lot of this. Alright. Characters. Allies. Well, this is kind of cool. It's like a whole kind of diary of stuff you meet, which I love in games. Enzo Kori-Odan, the young king of Zama and a descendant of the Kori-Odan family. His mother departed for the Great Veil when he was born, and he never got to know his father fully as he also died. Enzo was closest to Nama Yod, who has been like a parent figure to him, albeit reluctantly. During his coronation, and after his brother-in-law's coup d'etat, he was exiled in order to take back his city. He must stronger and understand the wider issues at stake in the world. He must also awaken the pillars of his legacy during an Orionic pilgrimage. Enzo wears the special armor and weapons of the kings of Zama. His armor, Ulinzi, his sword, Usajiri, for swift attacks, and finally Urithi, his heavy double-edged spear shield. The latter is also a weapon passed down to him from his ancestors. Enzo uses Kori-Odan, a feline combat style which Nama taught him. Using this style, the body is bent to lower its center of gravity as much as possible, which requires great agility and powerful muscles. Feline combat style? I thought it was like a spider, not a feline. I don't know. Maybe kind of both. Erin Kori-Odan. She is an orphan who was adopted and raised by the Ivu family. Pa Ivu's wife had died, so Erin soon took on the duties of managing the household, which made her a very practical and responsible person. She has been friends with Enzo, it should be, I believe, since childhood. After the coup arranged by her brother, she was exiled with her king and accompanied him during his Orionic pilgrimage. With every trial, her role became more and more complex, because as queen she had to make a choice for her king, as a couple, and for her kingdom. Moyon Okuda is the special attire of the Queen of Zama, which is linked to Alunzi. Like other queens before her, Erin used it when she and her king enter combat. It allows her to channel the Orionic and psychic states of Alunzi's wearer. Erin doesn't use any physical combat techniques. Originally she only used healing spells, but due to the gear she wears, which absorbs Orionic vibrations, she quickly became able to take part in combat using its energy, the Poiari. Poyamugu. Poyamugu is the most senior elder in Zama. He essentially has the role of teacher. Most of the time he sits beneath the village tree, telling children stories. He is also consulted in the role of counselor, due to his extensive experience and knowledge. Pa Ivu. Pa Ivu is the adoptive father of the Queen of Zama, and the biological father of Ngarba Ivu. After adopting Erin, he raised her as his daughter, and acted as a father of the bride at her wedding with Enzo. After his wife died, he now has to endure Erin's exile. Poor guy. Ngarba Ivu. Ngarba is the son and heir to the Ivus and Erin's big brother. He left Zama when he was still young, at the request of King Nabi, to learn from the rest of the world and train to fight with the greatest warriors in Oriana. He returned to Zama years after, at the head of mercenaries with the prime objective of seizing control of Zama, believing King Enzo to be unequal to the task of ruling Zama. After a fierce battle just after Enzo's coronation, he exiled the royal couple from the city. What a bastard. Boss. Ngarba Ivu. In combat, Ngarba uses Rabsha. This is a fighting style with slow movements and a strong focus on defense, so that he can get near enough to his opponents to melee. His attacks then become lightning fast and very violent. Ngarba uses a weapon named the Rhino Blade, which looks pretty badass in my opinion. It has a slot for his right arm, allowing him to absorb the recoil from his powerful Aurion projectiles. His carapace-shaped cuirass has been designed for a solid defense. Nama Yod. Nama has a combat style similar to Kori-Odan, except that she exploits her opponent's attacks more. With the wings of the hummingbird, her two blades, so they're like arm blades. That's a pretty cool weapon. She has a very fast offensive. She relies on speed over strength generally. Nama is an Orionic with an air affinity. When she focuses her legacy, she shoots whirlwind gusts at her opponents. Her technique is supported by her extensive fighting experience and her uncommon agility. Enemies. Spelled with two N's. Radians. The Radians are very tiny humans who live by looting people. Originally from Wanga, they are structured into a group of infantry with a leader coordinating them. They all wear furs and only carry bladed weapons, like furs of rats, which is kind of gross, but okay. They are neither Orionic nor very powerful. Basically fodder for the most part. They strive to be disciplined, and their animal skins are a uniform of sorts. In melee combat, they try to impale their enemies, but when their target is further away, they throw spears at them. The Radiant chief wears white furs and a golden outfit. He is armed with a sword and has a shield on his arm. He only engages in close combat and uses his shield a lot. He may order his soldiers to launch a synchronized attack with their spears. Engarba's mercenaries, oh, these guys. This is a commando unit under the orders of Engarba Evu. Highly effective in combat, despite not being Orionic. They are experts at astral projections. They all have basic armor, masks, and spears. And their organizational structure is clearly inspired by the Bojas. The infantry can be recognized by their armor, which has 2 epaulets and their pointed spears. They prefer group attacks that combine astral projections and close-range combat. They are also very good at defending themselves and use their reach to great advantage. Yeah, that's why you gotta use astral projections. Their elite warriors have 1 epaulet and a spear with a very long blade. As well as astral projections, they can focus their energy and teleport above their enemy to deal a powerful spear blow. They are also adept at close-range combat. Art of combat. Combat basics, so that's basically just to... You know, you can read up on how to do different stuff, and yeah. I guess there's nothing for that yet. Martial Arts of Oriana. Yeah, you can kind of look at that stuff, which we've kind of already done. Story and Tribes. Orionic Cosmogony. Developing your Aurion. Yeah, we kind of look at Planet's Memory. We don't have anything for that. Main Tribes. Nomad Tribes. Alright. So we'll probably get more stuff on there as we go along. So that's cool. You know, I like that they added this. Adding a lot of, like, you know, background information stuff if you want to look at that. Which obviously you don't have to, but I like doing that stuff, you know. So we got 2018 Yodas. Buy healing items and equipment, then meet Nama to finish your training. But I think we're going to call this a recording session here, because I've been recording for like 2 hours. More than that, actually, but... So we're going to go ahead and save. So, I don't know about you, but I'm really enjoying this game so far. So, let me know what you think about this game. You know, if you want to see more, I'm probably going to upload it anyway, but hope you guys are interested in seeing more of this game. I'm really enjoying it so far, so... When we come back, I guess we'll be buying some healing items, and then coming back for our final lesson, so... Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time for more Aurion. Legacy of the Auridana, because at the top it says La Heritage, so I don't know. Again, I think that's just like the African version of the subtitle, but yeah. So, thanks for watching, guys. Good stuff.